separates the Browns and the Patriots as they get ready to face off on Sunday. Both teams are 5-4, like to run the ball, and boast stout defenses. It will likely come down to who can make more plays between Baker Mayfield and Mac Jones. So, Shannon, who you got, Cleveland or New England for this one?
I'm taking the Patriots in this one, Skip. I like the way they've been playing they won 3 out of the last 4, had Dallas, took Dallas down to overtime and ended up losing that ball game. Defense is playing really well. J.C. Jackson is getting back to taking the football away. Matthew Judon, who has been a huge free agent signing, Skip. And Coach Belichick got this one right on defense. And he normally does that, Skip. You know, Darrelle Revis was a free agent signing. We know how that turned out for him. Stephon Gilmore, we know how that turned out for him. Well, it looks like Matthew Judon is having that kind of impact. Now, we don't know if he's going to lead these guys to a Super Bowl, but he's been unbelievable since he's been there. Has 9 sacks, so a huge acquisition. The thing that I like most, they're still running the football, Skip, the Patriots are, but they're allowing Mac Jones to throw the football down the field. And remember, we said you can't protect the quarterback, but you also can't baby him. If you're going to put him out there, Skip, you're going to have to let him be You're going to let him do quarterback things. Quarterback things mean requiring him to throw the football down the field and not just nickel and dime and check down this and screen past that. Let him push the ball down the field. They let him do some of that. He's getting more and more confidence. He's getting better as it progresses. And now you give me a choice. Bill Belichick, Baker Mayfield. Which one you think I'm taking, Skip Bayless? I give you one guess. The guy with the cutoff hoodie. The guy that eats Subway sandwiches now.
So, Mr. Sharp, you still will not learn your lesson. About a week ago here on this show, we picked a game, Cleveland at Cincinnati. The world was saying, here come those Bengals. How about them Bengals?
Yeah, who they?
Who they? Yeah, who are they? Because you predicted that the Bengals would win easily. I said no, and it was a 4.5-point spread. I said, I don't even need the points. I'll take Cleveland straight up. And I took them straight up, and the final score was Cleveland 41, Bengals exposed at 16, 41-16, and that cost you 3 more cases of Diet Mountain Dew.
Run it back then. You so confident, run it back.
Are you betting?
Run it back. Yeah, I dare you. Run it back if you're not scared.
So you're saying you would wager 3 more cases of Diet Dew on this game?
3 more cases, or get you a new alarm system if you're scared.
I'm not scared at all because I'm picking Cleveland to win this game just the way I picked Cleveland to win last game.
Do we have a bet?
Yes, we do. 3 cases. Done.
Okay, done.
First thing I'm going to remind you is, despite the New England Patriots winning 4 of their last 5, guess what their home record is so far this year? 1-4. You like that?
Guess what it's about to be?
1-4.
Guess what it's about to be? It's about to be 2-4. When we come in here on Monday, it'll be 2-4.
Okay. You won't learn your lesson. Your favorite website, Pro Football Focus, doesn't love the Patriot defense. I know Belichick's the guru and he's the master and he's the all-time genius. I got it. But as well as his defense has played the last couple of games, albeit at Carolina, after what we just talked about, what's left of the Panthers, Pro Football Focus ranks this defense 18th in the league. Let's see, there are 32 teams, so it's not even above average. 18th.
Ranked higher than the Cowboys.
Yeah, rush defense is 21st. Pass rush is ranked 25th so far. Coverage is 10th, so they can cover. So Baker might have a harder time, and obviously Baker might be without the man you say is the driving force of the Browns offense.
Chubb Rock, exactly.
Chubb Rock. Nick Chubb has COVID, but he's also vaccinated with COVID, so he gets a chance. Maybe it's a long shot chance.
Long shot.
To pass a couple of tests and be eligible to play on Sunday at New England. It's a chance. But once upon a time against your Denver Broncos, second best points allowed team in football on defense, the great Nick Fangio, second only to Belichick in genius level, was coaching that night against the Cleveland Browns. And I saw this kid named Dearness Johnson come out of nowhere and just run roughshod over your Broncos in a way that my guys, Zeke and Tony Pollard, could not run. But Dearness ran. So at least I got D'Ernest is still afloat, so maybe it has to be D'Ernest.
He had his moment.
That's it.
Yeah. But you know what, Skip Bayless? I love how you said that the Patriots beat them sorry, pathetic Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
But you came in here that same Monday after your team ran roughshod over the Carolina Panthers and was hooting and hollering. Now, all of a sudden, Carolina is terrible when the Patriots beat them, but they were world beaters when your team beat them.
Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles in the National Football League. So all I care about is what's going to happen Sunday at Foxborough, because
not what you think.
I saw another great Pro Football Focus stat. Baker Mayfield, this is fourth level. When he gets rid of the ball in 2.5 seconds or less, every stat of his is a top 5 quarterback stat. I'm going to take that to my bank, because the problem with Baker Mayfield, as I kept trying to explain to you, the Hall of Famer, was he's too Odell-centric. He's too Odell-conscious. Odell is freelancing on too many routes, and Baker is double pumping, trying to wait until he comes open, and then he's throwing it to the wrong place at the wrong time with too many defenders in the neighborhood, and Odell a shell of himself. The problem was more Odell problem than it was Baker problem, and the real hashtag shouldn't have been free Odell. It should have been Baker freed. That's what's happened. Baker has been freed, because I told you what happened last year. Knock on wood for Odell. I hated it that he got hurt. ACL rupture at Cincinnati a year ago. And what happened? Baker and the Browns took off. They went 8-3. Over that stretch, Baker was graded by Pro Football Focus as the 4th best quarterback in pro football without Odell, because he spread the wealth. Obviously, they continued to run. Obviously, they have a top offensive line. And obviously, they still have a very good defense. They're a little beat up. Greedy Williams has been beat up. Tack McKinley's been beat up. Jadeveon, they're all beat up, and they're all limited in practice. But I think they're going to rise and shine. I just think Cleveland is better than New England. And Cleveland will win this game 24-21, and I will win 3 more cases of Diet Dew.
You will not win.
Thank you very much.
But see, Skip, Pro Football Focus said when Baker Mayfield gets rid of the ball in 2.5 seconds.
Yep.
What quarterback stat isn't good? Because if he's getting rid of the ball like that, that means the guys are open almost instantaneous. So that's not a great, look at Dak's stats, look at Mahomes, look at Brady, look at any quarterback that's getting the ball out of his hand. That means he's getting the ball out of his hands. That means guys are open. So this is not unique to Baker Mayfield. You making it seem like this is something unique to him.
Except for that guy you said was the best quarterback in that draft, Sam Darnold. If he gets rid of it in 2.5 seconds, I say it's going nowhere, because he can't play.
Well, he got a broken. How long? He might have been playing with that broken shoulder blade.
Well, I don't know.
So he might have been injured. That's what you've been using for Baker.
Thanks for bringing that up. Baker has a cracked shoulder and a torn labrum in his left shoulder.
I love how you know what I noticed. You didn't even mention that. Yep. I noticed you didn't mention that last week. Now, when they beat Cincinnati 41-16, you didn't mention nothing about no labrum or no shoulder. I didn't even know he had an arm. Now, but he lose a ball game. You know he's playing, and he's over there. Ooh, oh, he throws the interception. Ooh,
suck it up,
man,
and go.
stop it.
Yep.
Well, it's funny. His shoulder blade. He's still shooting these commercials.
Yeah,
he's still shooting.
Are you sure though? Maybe he shot them all before the season.
I believe he did.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. They should put a freeze on him. Maybe he should say, you know what, guys, don't run these commercials, because right now I'm playing terrible,
He's got a
and I don't want people to see me anymore.
Getting these.
Thank you for doubting Baker Mayfield. Once again.
He'll be motivated by that, just so you know. Oh, I like this story coming up. Did Kevin Garnett just dismiss the idea of LeBron being on the same level as
Thank you, KG.
Let me tell you what he said next. The Panthers are reportedly set to meet with the 32-year-old free agent today after news emerged that Sam Darnold has a fractured shoulder blade. Newton won an MVP with Carolina, but hasn't been on an NFL roster since being released by the Patriots in August. So, Shannon, can you see the Panthers signing Cam and he goes back to Carolina?
I can, because Matt Rule said he'd do anything. He needs a quarterback. And I personally think Cam probably should have never left. That wasn't his choosing. I get it, Skip. You get a new structural organization, your new head coach, general manager, all that comes in, and you want to clear the deck. Cam was the face of the franchise. He's the dominating voice. And the coach coming in says, I want to be the dominating voice. So they move on for Cam. I get that. But I still thought Cam should have stayed in Carolina. But that wasn't his choosing. But I do believe this could be, dark to say there's no place like home. But I believe Cam Newton can go back home again. Because I believe he's better than P.J. Walker, who's been all around the world. And it's the same song. Matt Barkley, Skip, he's not going to win anything for you. And right now, it's not like the Carolinas are just totally out of this thing. So I believe Cam can come in here and can play well for them and help them. And I'm not saying, Skip,